What is the most overrated movie of all time? Black Panther was nothing special, not bad. But just a generic Marvel movie. I just hated that the vibranium can do anything the plot requires. Just really silly. Interesting concept. Luscious visuals. But like any other comic book movie, it's all just a build up to explosions. Avatar. No one knows the name of any character from Avatar. Having a quick scan through the IMDb top 250 list, and one that sticks out is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Part 2. It's not really a movie that you think of in terms of special achievement in any way. I'm a die-hard Potterhead, but I can agree on that alone. The movie is like the 7th of August 2010. It's the weight and legacy behind it that make it so good. Frozen. It's definitely in the mix of recent Disney greats, but Tangled and Moana were a class ahead and don't get as much attention. The cult movies that are objectively bad movies but are liked for some reason. People always overhype them and leave me disappointed with the movie. Except for The Princess Bride. That is a masterpiece. Titanic. When it won 11 Oscars is when I first realized how useless Oscar awards are. Another case in point is this year's bland and overrated nominations. Do you know there have been 11 movies with that title? IDK, but it's definitely not Napoleon Dynamite. That right there is a goddamned piece of magnificent history. How much you wanna make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains? Boat your sensei. Boat your sensei. Every Fast and Furious movie. The question isn't what movie you don't like. FF movies have been making lots of money recently. But none of them are ever treated as anything else than average action movies. Nothing overrated about them. Tokyo Drift was great though. I cannot understand for the life of me why American Hustle was so well received. All of the characters are cardboard cutouts, and I can't believe that anyone could listen to Amy Adams's character's fake accent and think she was British. My mom left the theater because she was so bored she went and slept in the car while I sat through the rest of it. Loathed this movie. Just a boring, bland waste of my time. In my opinion, it wasn't bad, but forgettable. I don't remember a thing about that movie. Boondock Saints is rightly shitty on by critics. But you often encounter dudes who saw it when they were 11 and thought it was a masterpiece. Came here to say this. My Facebook is filled with oh so edgy and deep guys who plaster everything with references to Boondock Saints. It's the dude equivalent of girls who are obsessed with Harley Quinn. Avengers Endgame. That movie could have been done so much better. Infinity War set it up so fantastically, and then Endgame just took the easiest way out possible with maximum fan service. I used to have a whole rant saved up about it, but it's over now and I don't care as much. Literally all the Avengers movies are horrendously overrated. I know most people won't agree, but I found The Big Lebowski boring as hell. Watch it 10 more times and you'll get it. Well, that's just like your opinion. Man. Even as a fan of the movie, every time I see it I am surprised by just how long it is. Joker. It's a great movie, but extremely overrated and overhyped. The Irishman. Can someone explain to me how this movie is great? It covers the same genre as Goodfellas and Casino and doesn't add anything to it. At least the mobsters in Goodfellas had fun. You can see why they fell into that life. The movie had a real arc. Things are going great until the characters overreach and all hell breaks loose. Everybody in Irishman was grumpy from start to finish. What's the point of being an outlaw if you're going to be sour all the time? There was no narrative arc. It's just 6 hours of grumpy old farts. King's Speech. It is alright, but I think a Best Picture Academy Award was too much. The director is my least favorite current big picture director. He directed Les Miserables. Had a huge budget. But instead of showing all the cool visual things from a play that gives you a huge setup to make an amazingly visual movie, he decides everyone needs to be shot in close up. He is a hack and I hope Cats ruins his ability to get another huge budget movie. The Dark Knight Rises is my most overrated movie. I can't speak for of all time because I haven't seen every movie. But of the movies I've seen, this is it. Batman. I've got the element of surprise on my side. Bane still thinks I'm in a hole. I know. I'll light a massive bat symbol of fire for everyone to see. Double quote. Bane. Batman is disposed of and we have got nukes. Better drive them around Gotham for months for no reason instead of blowing them up right now. Double quote. It's just the stupidest Batman movie ever. The Godfather. It insists upon itself. Robert Duvall. What does that even mean? Crazy Rich Asians. Why did such a mediocre romantic comedy get so lauded by the critics? Probably because it had an all-Asian cast, which is rather uncommon in Hollywood movies. I enjoyed it, but the story itself was nothing new or groundbreaking. 2001. A Space Odyssey. 2001 seems to be a love it or hate it movie. I've never seen anyone say it's alright. It's either a masterpiece or a boring slog. For the time I'm sure the effects were amazing, but god, is that movie a bore. Yeah, I would love to see a 15-minute shot of a spacecraft moving 12 inches to dock. American Beauty. What an obnoxious, pretentious mess. Look at the beauty of trash floating in the wind. We're all just trash floating in the wind. Deep. Baby Driver did nothing for me and it matches up with most of my interests. I agree. Nothing like Boss Baby. Misleading title.
Thank you for watching.
Subscribe for more.